The Edit panel is where we can carry out a full edit within Resolve. In order to reach the Edit panel, we use the icons at the bottom of the screen, and the icon that looks like some stacked bars with a vertical strike running through them is the one we're after. This is where we can take a look at the structure of our timeline, perform any necessary editing tasks such as making titles invisible whilst we grade, and so forth. This panel is a fully featured editing solution, and you can actually perform your entire edit within Resolve. This is becoming increasingly popular, and it's an excellent tool if you're looking for a free editing solution, and in a number of ways it does also outperform Premiere Pro. We're going to take a look around and familiarise ourselves with the Edit panel before moving on to an example Conform. So first, we have our two viewers. On the left here, we have the source viewer, and on the right, we have the program monitor. Now my source viewer is currently empty because I don't have a clip in my media pool selected. So if I go into my rushes folder here, and I've brought something in for demo purposes, we're going to go into how to bring all of this in properly a little bit later on. If I select a clip by double clicking, it will appear in the source viewer. Once it's here, I can just drag the playhead around and check it end to end, just like in any other NLE. And on the right, we have the program monitor, which will show us what's going on in our current edit, in our timeline below. Now on the far left, we have our media pool, which we just saw. This is the same as the media pool and bin list from the media panel, containing everything we've imported so far and maintaining that folder hierarchy. Just like any other NLE, we can drag and drop from the media pool onto our timeline. So I can just take this clip, and there we go. And we can also set our in points and out points using the source viewer. The shortcuts are I and O, just like in any other editing program. So let's say I want to take an example of this clip, set my in, set my out, and drag down, and there we go. If you've used any editing software before, and I'm guessing that's likely since you're on a color grading course, then this is all going to be very familiar. Above our media pool, we have the options for the effects library, which contain all of our video and audio effects and transitions. This is just like the effects bin in Premiere Pro or Final Cut. And if I click it, we get a lower window down here, and all of our video transitions, audio, titles, IBU generators, for example, and then effects are in here, and we apply them just by dragging and dropping them onto a clip. And I can just click that again to get rid of it. Now up in the top right, we have the inspector, an icon that looks like a spanner and a paintbrush. And this is a lot like the motion effects in Premiere Pro. It allows us to pan and scan, crop and transform our image, as well as change its blend mode if it's on top of another clip in the timeline. And we have composite mode here, and I can just choose all of these different blends if I'm setting up a blend. We also have our metadata panel as well, just in case we have to double check any of our metadata. Now this has just been a quick whistle stop to say this is here and that's there. We're going to go through anything that becomes practically relevant to our grade as we go through the demonstrations which are coming up. So click on through to the next lecture.